This video is totally focused on everything you want to know about Instacart. So whether you are a beginning or veteran shopper, I encourage you to watch this video all the way to the end because who knows, you just might learn something new. Now with that said, let's get into the very first thing. How do you get orders? Originally, you would just open the app and the orders would just appear on your screen. Now Instacart has this feature where you actually have to physically go online to start receiving your orders. Instead of saying orders, I should say batches. Each batch can contain multiple orders. This pretty much means you could be shopping for one customer, two customers, or three customers all in the same batch. But stick with me, we'll get to that here in a second. In the beginning, I wasn't the biggest fan of this new feature, but I will say, after using it for a while, I've noticed that the new order card does keep the batches on the screen longer. This is a pretty big deal because you want to take the time to examine each order, then pick and choose which one you want to shop. Which brings us to the next subject, how to pick an order. There are a few things you want to pay very close attention to. For one, how much is Instacart paying you to shop this order? And is there a customer tip included? Next, you want to see how many items are actually on this order. You don't want to go pick up 80 items and only get paid $15. The really good thing is Instacart will show you a picture of every item on the order card. You'll see the items as well as the units. Units are the quantity you're going to need of each item. And probably the most important thing is identifying heavy items. You need to understand Instacart delivers everywhere. Apartment complexes as well as office buildings. Now there are many things you can buy to make the delivery process easier, like rolling wagons and carts designed to go upstairs. Instacart will require you to have some temperature bags to transport perishable items. You can check my Amazon recommended link down below to get some ideas of things you might want to purchase. And the last thing you're going to want to look at is the miles. You don't want to have to book a flight just to drop this order off. Okay, so once you found the order you want to work, you want to hit the navigation icon and head to that store. You do have a grace period to reach that location. Instacart will send you some warnings letting you know that this order will be canceled if you don't start your shop soon. Now, many people don't think about this, but finding a good parking spot is key. I would recommend parking close to a cart corral, so once you're done loading up your car, you can quickly get rid of the cart. Also, consider parking closer to the exit. That way, when you leave the store, your car is right there. Now for the fun part. It's time to shop. Once I'm in the store, the very first thing I like to do is familiarize myself with the customer's order. I recommend doing this before contacting the customer. Oftentimes, they might have special notes listed on the order, like wanting greener bananas. And this is something you might want to include in your greeting. For example, hi, I'll be shopping for you today. I saw that you had a request for bananas. I'll be sure to pick some bananas more on the green side. Instacart has their own preset text messages built into the app. You can use these, customize them, or totally make up your own. Now that the introduction is out of the way, let's go hunt for these items. First off, there's just a few things you're gonna wanna avoid. Bruised fruit, rotten vegetables, dented cans, damaged boxes, and expired products. The Instacart app comes with its own built-in scanner to let you know if you're picking up the right items. If by chance the item is not in stock or you need to do a substitution, you hit can't find item and then choose from the options. Select a replacement or refund. If you're not sure which item to offer the customer, Instacart will give you the customer requested and also the recommended. No matter which one of these you choose, run it by the customer first before adding it to the order. Now, if the customer's not replying to you or you're just not comfortable doing replacements, when in doubt, just hit refund. Choose the reason why and then move on to the next item. While shopping for a customer, don't be surprised if they ask you to add additional things to their order. To do that, you're going to want to scroll all the way to the bottom and hit add new item. Scan it in and it'll automatically add to the order. Next, let's talk about produce. The biggest tip I can give you about produce would be shop for it, then weigh it all at once. And also pay very close attention to things that need to be organic. Now, let's talk about the seafood, deli, and meat counters. These areas can be a little time consuming as you will have to place the orders at the counter. Depending on what's around you, you can place the order, then turn away and shop, and later return to pick those items up. To avoid cross-contamination, be sure to put all raw meat in their own individual plastic bag. And don't forget to sanitize your hands. Now we're moving on to the dairy section. The biggest tip I can give you about this area is always check the expiration dates. And when it comes to selecting your eggs, open the crate and make sure nothing is broken. And if you can, check underneath. That brings us to the freezer section. This is the area you'll want to shop last. It's recommended to have cooling bags while you're shopping in the store, as well as having them in your car when transporting the order. You want to keep these items as cold as possible for as long as possible. Now that you have everything shopped for, it's time to check out. When it comes to the conveyor belt, I like to put the heavy stuff first. Chips, bread, and eggs go last. When you're hired and before you do your first shop, Instacart is going to send you a payment card to pay for each order. Let's take a quick detour here. If you go to your account, select Instacart payment card, here's where you're going to activate that card once you receive it. You'll also be able to add the card digitally to your Apple and Google Wallet. If you lose a card or need to order a backup card, you can also order new cards right from the screen. And while we're on this subject, do not, I repeat, do not pay for any order with your personal card. The reimbursement process from Instacart can be long, and many shoppers have reported never receiving compensation at all. But with that said, let's get back to the order. Once you're done checking out, Instacart is going to have you verify the receipt by scanning it in and taking a picture. From there, you'll have access to the customer's address. You'll be on your way to deliver this order. I always let the customer know when I've arrived and to allow me a few moments to place the order at their front door. Everything's in place. Instacart requires you to take a picture inside the app to verify the drop-off. I always send the customer the same picture inside the text thread to verify the location of the drop-off. You can also use these apps here to timestamp your delivery. And after that, this delivery is complete. Now for a few questions and answers. How do you get paid? Cash outs can be done daily, but customers' tips normally take 24 to 48 hours to process through. Reason being, the customer has the option to adjust the tip up or adjust the tip down. How do you contact a support agent if you're having trouble? When you're in an active order, hit the info icon in the top right-hand corner. From there, scroll down to get help. Choose the category you need help with, and then select the headphone icon in the top right-hand corner, and you'll be connected to a support agent. Next question, can you shop orders at other locations? My simple answer to that would be no. Reason being is you don't want to go spend all that time shopping for an order only to find out that the card is being declined at the register. Save yourself the headache and just go to the store listed in the app. And this question, should you give the customer the receipt? And my answer to this question would also be no, and here's why. Each app requires you to hang on to the receipt for a period of time. If the image you upload was too blurry and you have to resubmit it, that's going to be a little hard to do if it's in the hands of the customer. If you're looking for a full in-store shopping experience, check out this ride-along video here, as well as the many other Instacart videos found on my channel. Go ahead and click the like button if you found this video helpful, and if you are new, don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more tips and tricks with Instacart and other gig-related apps. Go out there and activate your hustle, guys, and I'll catch you on the next ride. Peace. And before you go, we'd like to let you know that the Gig Gear store is now open on Redbubble. Search a wide range of merchandise to wow your customers. From thank you labels to masks. Also take some time and view our Amazon store. Links for both stores will be found in the description box below. We thank you in advance for your support.